How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Game week 1 creeping up quicker than a VAR check in stoppage time. Everyone's scrambling to find that one gem no one's spotted yet, and here I am, your humble spreadsheet wrangler, doing the tactical heavy lifting while the rest of you argue over if Jackson can actually finish his dinner. Today, we're looking at the ones to watch. Not the obvious ones your mum could pick, but players who've got the form, the fixtures, and maybe just enough under-the-radar magic to break the template early doors. So grab your notepad or don't, just pretend like you found them yourself later. Starting us off is Morgan Rogers. Now this guy is criminally underrated. Plays almost every game, engine never stops, and you can just tell he reads the game 2 steps ahead. He's got that clever box-to-box movement and a knack for sneaking into the box late, popping up with a clean finish. Not necessarily your highlight reel guy, but when you're talking consistency and involvement, he ticks all the boxes. He's the type that won't top score every week, but he'll be there collecting 6 and 7s while your flashy punt gets benched again. Smart FPL managers have players like Rogers in their squads. Set and forget. Now over to a guy that I think is being overlooked, Ollie Watkins. Never the flashiest, but always there when you need him. He's a nailed-on starter when fit, and plays with that relentless energy that makes defenders miserable. Villa are looking solid again, and Watkins is a huge part of that. He had a decent season last year, maybe could have done more, but he's consistent, and that's gold in FPL. Priced around the same as Gyökeres, but honestly, the stats lean toward Ollie. He's proven in the Prem, knows how to get into scoring positions, and takes his chances well. He won't blank often. Solid pick. No nonsense. Over to a couple of Chelsea boys then. Cole Palmer. What a couple of seasons he has had. Ended last year basically running Chelsea's entire attack. On pens, takes set pieces, creates chances, scores goals, the whole thing. What makes him even more appealing is how much they rely on him now. He's not just a young talent, he's the guy at Chelsea. The team looked much improved late last season, and Palmer was central to that. He's got the confidence, the role, and the minutes. What else do you need? If you're not at least considering him, I don't know what data you're looking at. His teammate Joao Pedro is complicated. There's no denying the talent. We've seen glimpses. Good hold-up play, decent finishing, clever movement. He looks like a natural fit for Chelsea's style, especially now that they're creating more chances. But here's the catch. Only 23 starts last season. That's not just rotation, that's full-on roulette. Until we see clearer signs from before the season starts or early lineups, he's a massive minutes risk. He could be a steal at his price, or he could be your first transfer out. The ceiling's there, but so is the floor. If you're punting, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you. Now then, Mr. Palace himself. Eze is the beating heart of that Palace midfield. A proper talisman in every sense. Everything runs through him. He's creative, confident, and plays like he's got a jazz playlist running in his head. The guy glides. If he's on pens, which looks likely, even better. Palace have built the team around him, and when he's on, they're dangerous. If fixtures fall kindly, or they get into a rhythm, Eze becomes that guy who ticks over all season. He's the kind of pick that gives you points and bragging rights. Eye test? He passes. Underlying stats? Also strong. What's not to like? How can we talk about Eze and not mention his mate, Mateta? Well, we can't. Mateta is one of those sneaky good forwards. Not always in the headlines, but he knows where the net is. His movement is smart, he's physical, and he doesn't need 5 chances to score. Give him 1 and he'll probably bury it. There's also some whispering about him and Eze sharing pens. If he gets those, suddenly we're talking real value. Crystal Palace aren't a goal machine, but when they score, Mateta's rarely far. He's not quite a template forward, but that's the beauty. If you're looking to zig while everyone else sags, he could be your guy. Keep an eye on his minutes, and he could be gold. Over to Semenyo. He is the guy for Bournemouth. A full-blown talisman. Again, yeah, and not just in name. He is the system. One-on-one, he's basically a cheat code. Fast, strong, unpredictable, and always looking to cause problems. He's got techers that can embarrass defenders and the confidence to back it up. What I like is that he doesn't shy away. He wants the ball. He wants to score. Bournemouth looked sharp last season, and if they hit the ground running, Semenyo is going to be at the center of it all. Goals, assists, maybe the occasional worldie. He's a fun pick with real upside. And honestly, he's not being talked about enough just because of a tough opening fixture. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Last but not least, the big dog, Erling Haaland. Let's address the meat shield in the room. People are talking themselves into ditching him because of price, Salah, new signings, whatever. But let's get real. The guy scored 22 league goals last season without even trying. He blanked more often than he should. Yeah, but you're not buying him for consistency. You're buying him for carnage. When City get going, and they always do, he's the tip of the spear. If your plan is to go without him in game week 1 and get him later, well, good luck. At some point, he's hauling, and you'll be down 2 million in rank scrambling to get him back. The guy is still him. Right, before we wrap this up, here's a few players that just missed the main list, but deserve a watch this spot. These are your if things go right guys. Might not be game week 1 starters for your team, but could easily sneak in later. Let's start with Gyökeres. If, and it's a big if, he nails down that striker spot at Arsenal, then yeah, we're talking. He's powerful, proven in Europe, and can score from basically anywhere. But Arsenal aren't short on attacking options, so wait to see if Arteta gives him the keys. If he does, well, he's going to be a nightmare to ignore. Then there is Hugo Ekitike is one of those names that's been floating around for a few days now, and he's landed at Liverpool with plenty to prove. If the Isaac deal doesn't go through and he locks a starting spot, he suddenly becomes a budget option in a top team. That's a massive if, but keep him on the radar. If Arnie trusts him, he'll get chances. It's Liverpool, someone will score. Over to Meadow. Neto's price is a real eye-catcher. We've seen his quality in bursts, direct, tricky, loves a shot. If Chelsea give him the minutes, he's probably underpriced. That said, he's been a rotation risk in the past, so don't get suckered in off one good game. Wait and see. But yes, the upside is real. Welbeck, old reliable. Maybe not the sexiest name, but Brighton just lost Joao Pedro and somebody's got to step up. Welbeck is probably on pens now, and while he won't get 20 goals, he's cheap and can nick 1 or 2 in the right fixtures. Solid third striker option if you're penny pinching. And lastly, Ndiaye. He's getting a lot of buzz, he's cheap, he's got decent fixtures, and he's a tidy player. The issue, he plays for Everton. And while Moyes might make them tough to beat, I'm not exactly putting money on them winning 4-3 thrillers every week. Still, if he gets minutes, and if Everton actually attack, maybe. Now, let's talk defenders. The big Dutch oak at the back, Van Dijk looking like a solid pick as always, can't really go wrong. Commanding, composed, and finally remembered how to head a football from a set piece again. Liverpool's backline looks solid now, and if you're going premium at the back, he's arguably the safest way into those clean sheets. Not flashy, but reliable. Like a Hillocks, and you know he's starting. Now, this is where it gets more of a wait and see for me. Whoever nails down that Liverpool fullback spot, Frimpong or Kerkez, or maybe even both on each side, they are built for FPL. Fast, attacking, and don't mind a cross or a cheeky shot. But it's a wait and see right now. Minutes and formation will tell us more. If one of them locks that place down, they'll be flying off the shelves faster than sausage rolls at a footy kiosk. As for goalkeepers, it's Sanchez for me. Looked solid late last season, and Chelsea are supposedly decent at the back now. Good fixtures, good price, it's not rocket science. As for your 4.5 options, it's a bit of a coin toss. Keller has just signed for Brentford and could be a tidy option if he locks down the number one. Then there's Verbruggen, solid keeper. Pick your poison, but don't overthink it. Alright, that's the lot for now. Some of these lads might explode, some might do absolutely nothing. That's how it goes. But the key is keeping a flexible squad and staying ahead of the curve. If you found a gem in there, great. If not, don't worry. The tactical spreadsheet's running 24/7, and we'll be back with updates once we see more minutes, more data, and more of whatever it is Howland runs on. Like, comment, or do absolutely nothing. But if you're smart, you'll keep listening. See ya.